So in this video, actually, I'm going to speak how important it is for us to let things be calibrated. So when we set our mind on something, how important for us it is to wait. And maybe it can be for you. And the second very important thing is that we learned that it's much better to try things before we actually make a decision. So first trying and then making a decision, and that actually keeps us somehow sane while we are waiting for the keys from our house. Enjoy the story today. So, keep going! We have just been to our house. We still do not have the keys, but we saw our neighbors and they look so nice. And it made us so happy. The house was empty, it's nice and clean, and it's just waiting for us, isn't it?
Indeed, and it looks so
You happy?
welcoming.
Yeah.
Very welcoming, and we are so excited. You know, the problem is that when you are waiting for something and it's now been over a month since we signed the contract, you're sort of losing the enthusiasm, even though we are talking to the architect and writing things down, what we want,
finding things on the
finding
internet.
things on the internet. It's not the same as you come to the house and you see what is there. So excitement.
Yeah.
And we had to do it because 2 days ago I was really down. I didn't want to do anything. It was so frustrating because we are at home and we have no job. Sometimes it's nice. So Martin said, okay, let's sit in our camper and let's take the trip to the house, and it really lifted my spirit because
You didn't want to do it in the beginning.
no, I didn't. Actually, if we first went to the town, we played with the kids on the playground. So by the sea, I went for a walk, and then Martin asked me, do you want to go? And I said, no, I don't feel like. And then we said, okay, let's go. And I'm so pleased we went. I'm so pleased. It's been a very long time since we left our flat.
Yeah.
And it affects you, and we are still not going to have that comfort that we left, and that is very frustrating. We feel incredibly blessed that we can spend all our time in the beautiful countryside of Sweden. We are trying to explore the area where we are going to live. If we do not try different things, how do we know which ones are actually the best for us? What I like about the area that we are now going to live in is that the sea actually has so many little islands. That is one. That is another one. In the far end there are some. And it's bird's paradise. I took the carriage to drive over the bridge today and driving into the town. I'm getting my confidence driving the van. Feels good.
And a truck came round in the other direction and bashed our
So
review mirror.
It's going to be very expensive to be repaired for a start. And this one got scared because she was sitting next to Martin and started crying, and it was very stressful. I would not just be happy if a truck was overtaking me, so I'm keeping the maximum speed, which is 90. And I feel great.
Okay, so Mummy's attempting to back up this big vehicle that we've got, the van, that we've been traveling in for a year now.
Let's see. I truly believe that we have got the right place at the right time, the right partner at the right time. And it's so easy to know if it is right, that it's just basically too complicated sometimes, or we make it complicated. We never thought Sweden was the place for us. We really never even spoken about coming here. But I remember the feeling we came here and we looked at it with Martin and then with the kids, and we just knew. We knew inside. And I also remember when I first met my husband, Martin. I had been living before for many years on my own with some sort of partnerships. And when I met him, I didn't really like him, but something inside me was telling me, yes, he is your partner. And therefore, it is not like escaping to the country because the life is better, or going there with somebody because your life can improve. No, it's not. It's about listening to your inner feeling, and you just feel it. This is right. How are we doing, Daddy?
Playing petanque.
You're playing petanque. Okay, Johanna Walsh. One more time. Cheating.
But just because I'm younger, you're not supposed
Yes.
to.
Perfect. Oh, well done. While we are waiting to get the house keys, we are actually tapping into the life, what it would be like to have a house and a garden. So we went to the second-hand store, bought this bike for €4, and Martin is trying to repair it. Are you enjoying it?
Indeed, yes.
Are you helping, Daddy?
I'm playing
You're
nicely.
playing, yeah.
Yeah, very nicely.
Yes, you are playing very nicely. And what is Mommy doing? Mommy has actually decided to plant some flowers. We chose that with Ellie.
Yes.
Yes. And some radishes. So this is what we are doing today, because the weather is really nice. And show us what you are going to do now. Are you going to help Mommy to plant the seeds?
Can I rather put it inside?
Yes, you can. Okay, so we need more soil in those two. We
Okay.
need to probably dig a bit deeper. As you can see, we have a very professional tools. This is a plastic coffee spoon.
I think I need a big spoon, a
Yes.
big metal spoon.
I think so. We have just come back from the meeting at school where they were asking us the questions, how happy we are with Swedish school, and then giving us information. And apparently Johanna is doing very well, and we are so happy because the attitude, I mean, it's so different, so loving, so understanding and respectful. So this is what we are doing, waiting, observing. We are not trying to force anything, and I believe that this is what we are all supposed to do, because what would happen if we wanted to cut our journey short? That would be so boring. Like, imagine that one day you would say, I want to live in on the Canary Islands, and the following day you are there. It would be boring. So I don't want my journey to be short. So where I am leading is that we very often do make decisions that are based on what we think rather than on what we experience. So let me give you an example. Without us experiencing traveling in the caravan or camper van in February last year, we would never ever be able to buy our camper. We would probably never sell our flat, because this experience brought us to places and we realized we can find a different home. We can live by the sea. We can immerse in water. This is what we need. that first experience and then make a decision. Because how can you know that the other thing is not better for you? Or this thing what you are not experiencing now is not better than the other thing? So, first experience and then make a decision. Our little designer designed her
Treehouse.
treehouse.
Yes.
So walk us through.
So this is the outside, and then there's this big window on the side.
Okay.
And there's a puppy door for my little doggy.
Okay.
There's shutters on this window, but no shutters on this window because maybe the sun will set here and then I'll have a beautiful sunset view.
Wow, good.
Because this is the inside, this is the door, and there's this little flap which goes like doop, doop, doop. So, these are the hangers and the floor mats for my shoes. Here's a rock wall. There's the couch with a tiny coffee table. My dream carpet, which is a really fluffy carpet. So now we can come to this. And this is the upstairs. That's why I have the rock wall. And here I've got a craft table with the chair. Here I've got a Kallax in storage. And I just added this in the last minute, and it's supposed to be a toilet just in case I don't want to walk all the way back to the house. This is the outside and what features I would like. So if someone else wanted to come up and they don't want to use the rock wall, they can go up the ladder. There's a pulley here which I can use to pull Snowy up or something else.
So you do not have steps, you can climb up or you can use the ladder.
Yeah.
How happy are you with your design?
I think it's pretty good, but I need to add a bit more decoration, but I'll work on that later.
I'm not so sure about that. So our Elias is in his building element. Tell us, what have you built?
I built a thing for these marbles.
You got the marbles from your daddy yesterday, yeah?
Yes, he buy them for me.
Okay, can we see actually what they are doing, those marbles? Because you also have different balls. These are...
Yes.
Okay, so what do we do?
I know this one is so amazing. I like it.
Wow!
Like son of...
And this is truly beautiful. Oh my stars. I just can't believe it. June. Oh my.
Whoa!
Look at that.
We are in paradise.
Oh my. So today we are having a funny breakfast because I made tea and I forgot to put a tea bag in. So we had
Tea begrudged, water bewitched, and tea begrudged.
Yeah, we had water bewitched and tea begrudged. We have just filmed all the mess. It's not because we are messy, but because this flat is very impractical. Like every rental that we have ever been.
It has not had the places that you.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hi. Hi.